1776, brave souls answered freedom's call. They gathered on this hallowed land and gave their lives for all. They wrote the Constitution with wisdom from above. We the people born of faith, a covenant of love. 250 years of glory, standing proud and true through every storm and battle won. Our colors flying new, patriotism in our blood, liberty's eternal flame. We hold the sacred document that bears our founder's name. Freedom reigns from sea to sea. In unity we stand. We are 1776, the red, white, and blue, restoring this great land. From Bunker Hill to open plains, where pioneers carved the way. Through trials that tested our resolve, we never lost the day. When darkness tried to dim the light and tear our union apart, we lifted prayers to heaven's throne and guarded freedom's heart. 250 years of glory, standing proud and true. We are 1776, the red, white, and blue, restoring this great land. This is the USA, where liberty still shines. This is the USA, where faith and courage align. No chain can bind the dream we hold, no shadow dims the view. Hand in hand, heart to heart, we are 1776, the red, white, and blue. 250 years of glory, standing proud and true. Through every storm and battle won, our colors flying new, patriotism in our blood, liberty's eternal flame. We hold the sacred Constitution, calling out his name. Freedom rings from sea to sea. In unity we stand. We are 1776, the red, white, and blue. God bless this promised land. We are 1776, red, white, and blue, forever true.
God bless the red,
White and blue. white and blue.
We're offering up our National Guard and other folks in Florida to be deputized to be immigration judges. We're working with the Department of Justice for the approvals. I'm sure Pam will approve. But then I'll have a National Guard judge advocate here. Someone has a notice to appear. Biden would tell them to come back in 3 years and appear. Now you'll be able to appear in like a day or two, so they're not going to be detained hopefully for all that long. We'll have people here in this facility that can make, it's a bureaucracy. The president's got to deal with the bureaucracy. Now that Supreme Court ruling was good because that's going to allow him to be able to exercise Article 2 the way founders intended, but you still have bureaucracy. So we want to cut through that so that we have an efficient operation between Florida and DHS to get the removal of these illegals done.
Never chase the spotlight, never carve the names in stone. Pray behind closed windows, walk the narrow road alone. They carried ancient promises like lanterns in the rain, believing heaven whispers long before the thunder came. While lies were buying headlines and corruption wore a grin, truth was being sharpened where the cameras couldn't spin. A handful turned to thousands with a fire you couldn't see, waiting on the Father's time to set a people free. Not for medals, not for fame, every sacrifice was made in His holy name. They were the quiet ones, standing in the storm, holding up the light while the darkness took its form. Country hearts and battle scars, faith became their shield. When evil drew the final line, they never chose to yield. Good versus evil till the trumpet finally called. When giants thought they'd won it all, they watched their kingdoms fall. Behind the scenes for decades, only heaven knew the plan. God was riding freedom through the hands of common men. No cameras, no glory, no headlines to claim, just ordinary people carrying an extraordinary flame. When hate divided families and fear became the law, they answered every broken prayer with reverence and awe. Not driven by revenge, not blinded by the rage, they knew the author writes the ending long before the page. Every whispered promise, every unseen sacrifice, building for a sunrise after generations paid the price. They stood when others folded, spoke when silence sold it. Truth wasn't fashionable, still they chose to hold it. Mothers prayed through midnight while fathers bowed their heads. Children learned that courage isn't something only read. The chains were forged by arrogance, deception, greed, and pride. But faith can move a mountain when the Lord is at your side. No crown upon their foreheads, no statues in the square, just calloused hands and faithful hearts that answered every prayer. History may never know each soul that paid the cost, but heaven keeps the record of the faithful never lost. When the dust of every battle finally settles on the ground, the greatest innocence in their song. Only freedom's resurrection, proving love was always strong. They were the quiet ones, hidden through the years, trading every comfort for a nation's hopes and tears, standing on conviction while the whole world looked away. Trusting God would turn the night into redemption's day. The last great battle echoed through the hearts of every land, not won by human power, but by the Father's hand. So if tomorrow's children ask how freedom came again, tell them heaven found some patriots and faithful ordinary men. The story isn't written by the loudest voice you hear. It's written by the faithful who choose courage over fear. And when the final chapter closes beneath God's sovereign sky, may every generation know freedom was worth the fight.
Would you believe that I have a lab tech that worked in an all-women's hospital in the United States who went to school for 4 years for parasitology, so she does have an understanding of parasites and what she is looking for. The results that she was finding in these women coming in with UTIs, urinary tract infections, was showing parasitic larvae. She was putting them in her report, and the doctor of the lab was removing them from the reports. So these women with urinary tract infections was never getting properly diagnosed in the United States. See, they're not allowed to tell you if you have parasites. No, the CDC and HHS does not allow that. Because if you actually found out what ailed you and got cured, got the proper treatment, you wouldn't need your doctor. You wouldn't need your big pharma pills anymore. She will be part of the documentary to blow the whistle on what the truth is. Parasites are very common, and most people have them. Some of the symptoms of parasites that most people don't know is gastrointestinal issues. So we're going to say things like IBS or IBD, Crohn's disease, colitis, appendicitis, cholecystitis or gallstones, kidney stones, thyroid issues, hyper and hypo, diabetes, cancer, brain fog, your heart rate fluctuations up or down, or both, your teeth breaking, your bones breaking easily, blood pressure. There are so many.
Please don't stand up for the people of Iran. Please don't speak for the people of Iran. Please don't be their voice if you're not going to speak their choice. The people of Iran have one enemy, and it's the Islamic Republic. By you being anti-Trump and anti-Israel and thinking that you're standing up for the people of Iran, God, please understand that you're not. I know usually I make yelling and screaming and angry videos and cussing. I'm just doing something different today. I'm going to talk to you. And a lot of you might say, no, you're wasting your time. I'm not. I've said it before. I'm going to keep repeating myself. And if it gets annoying, just scroll through this video because I'm going to repeat myself. Today I was at the grocery store and a lady stopped me because I was wearing my Freedom for Iran shirt and says, I'm so sorry for what Trump and Israel are doing to you. And of course, I was about to punch myself in the neck because I knew I'm going to have to repeat myself. So I had to educate her and let her know what's going on, who our really enemy is. And of course, she walked away just thinking that I'm an idiot and America and Israel suck and they're our enemies. But anyways, it's okay. I'm going to keep doing it. My job as an activist is to repeat myself as many times as it takes to get through half of 1% of people who truly believe that Israel and America are our enemies.
There was a time my whole world fit inside your little grin. A superhero in blue jeans, the strongest I'd ever been. You'd run across that old front yard before the sun had kissed the land, calling Daddy, wait for me. With those little hands, I'd lift you to my shoulders so you could touch the sky. You thought the moon was close enough if Daddy stood up high. You'd fall asleep against my chest while I held all your dreams. Lord, I never knew those moments would someday haunt my memories. Where did those little hands go? The ones that reached for mine, the ones that made this whole world stop. Every single time I give every dollar I've ever made, every tomorrow that I have planned, just to feel you tug my sleeve again and hear you whisper, Daddy, with those little hands. Now I watch you drive away, a man with dreams to chase. I still catch that little boy hiding in your face. Life has called your name now, son, just like it once called mine. But a father's heart keeps living somewhere back in time. If I'd known the last piggyback ride was the last one we'd ever share, I'd have carried you another mile like I didn't have a care. If I'd known the last bedtime story would someday be the end, I'd have read it one more 100 times before saying amen. Where did those little hands go? The ones that couldn't let me leave, the ones that held my weathered thumb like I'd never have to leave. Now they're building dreams of their own, strong enough to help another stand. But nothing has ever filled this father's heart like you holding on to Daddy with those little hands. One day, if the Lord is willing, you feel a tiny hand wrap around your finger, and in that single moment you finally understand why this old man still smiles when he remembers those little hands.
Somehow, these few dozen small donations she's made have transmogrified into 14,696 donations, totaling more than $150,000, the equivalent of 8 donations a day, every day for the past 5 years, averaging $9.18. It's really abnormal, said Waffle, who was sitting in her trailer threshold looking over the paperwork I'd brought. I think it's wrong, and I think there's something in there that's off, she told me. Elizabeth Waffle, 88 years old, donated nearly $150,000 in the last 5 years to democratic causes. This is one of El Sayed's micro donors. Here's a walker. Hi, madam.
Okay.
Pleasure. My name's Charlie. Are you Elizabeth Waffle?
Yeah.
It says here that you've donated $150,000 in the last 5 years to various campaigns, and that you've made nearly 15,000 donations.
I doubt it.
You want to see it?
15,000, yeah.
15,000 separate donations on the computer. Did you make 15,000 donations in 5 years? $150,000?
150? Hell no. I don't have that kind of money.
Do you have internet?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Do you have a computer?
No,
No? So how could you make all these donations?
I don't know. Are these all mine?
Yes, this is, now, there's 900 pages. I ran out of paper to print it on. Yeah, all of these.
I have bad knees, and then I went out and sprained an ankle. And so I'm...
Well, with $150,000, you get those knees replaced.
No, I don't think I've dare spent that much.
When's the last time you lived in Canfield?
Well, I lived there for 1 year after the house burned.
Oh, your house here burned, yeah? So what it has here, here's the dates. In August 27th of 2024, you not only contributed on the same day from this address, but also from the Canfield address. So it says like you were in 2 places at the same time on the same day.
Well, I still own the property out here, so...
Surely.
Yeah.
But it says how many contributions that day did you do? It's 10.
It could be. I don't remember quite that much of it, but
Not $150,000 though.
I can't believe it.
And not 15,000 times.
Yeah.
And you have spotty internet. What's this one? Aaron Rugenberg?
Rugenberg.
Rugenberg.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell, huh?
Doesn't mean a bell at all.
150,000 is abnormal.
150,000 is very abnormal, and I think it's wrong. I think there's something in there that's off.
Can you show me how to make a donation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Come on.
Internet.
This thing hates me. I'm not on the internet right at the moment. I'll get it straightened around when I get in the house, if that ever happens.
How long, when did your house burn down?
2 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Everything goes through Act Blue. Act Blue is like the bank.
So everything you do goes to ActBlue. You don't go to amyklobuchar.com and donate. You
No, I do everything through Act Blue.
Okay. Gotcha. All ActBlue. Got a couple bucks I could borrow?
Are you kidding? I got a couple guys coming back to mow the lawn, and I just went through my pocket to see if I had enough money for them.
Do you?
I think so.
You need a couple? You need a couple bucks to give to the guys to mow your lawn?
Yeah.
I got it. Elizabeth, where's your car? This one? Maybe I'll call some of these politicians and get your money back.
CNN edited a video to make it appear as though Trump impatiently dumped a box of fish food into the water in Japan. The full video showed Trump had simply followed the lead of Japan's prime minister. In June 2017, NBC News reported that Russian President Putin said he had compromising information about Trump. Actually, Putin said the opposite.
Do you have something damaging on our president?
Well, this is just another load of nonsense. Where would we get this information?
The New York Times and CNN shared a story with photos of immigrant children in cages. It turns out the photos were from 2014, during the Obama administration. In November 2019, Newsweek falsely reported that President Trump was spending Thanksgiving golfing in Florida. He was actually in Afghanistan serving dinner to U.S. troops.
Good morning.
CBS aired a story in March of 2020, supposedly showing a New York hospital crowded with patients.
It's all hands on deck in America's hospitals.
It is actually file tape from Italy. A week later, CBS News mistakenly used the Italy video again. In May, the BBC and The Guardian reported because Trump wasn't wearing headsets, he didn't bother to listen to the translation of a speech by Italy's prime minister. But Trump was wearing his earpiece in his right ear, as always, said the White House. Newsweek reported Poland's first lady refused to shake Trump's hand, but later acknowledged she did.
No more games. The people woke up, now the elites get the plane. One-way tickets, orange never looks so right. Gitmo's waiting. Let's ride. Yeah, private jets, grinded cuffs, clicking on the tarmac. Marble halls, empty those tyrants, finally marked. You sold the nation out for power, profit and praise. Now the people's verdict got you on a one-way cage. No secret flights, no hoods to hide your face. Whole world watching as you shuffle into place. Senators, bankers, intel snakes, and fine suits, strip searched and processed. Welcome to your new roots, you built the wire. You wrote the endless war bills. Now you hang around, get more pay, and all your ill-gotten chills. Treason in the blood, tyranny in the bone. The people ain't playing, you reaping what you sown. Hang around and get more. One-way ticket, no return. Elites in orange jumpsuits. Now it's your turn. Barbed wire halo on the heads that wore the crown. People took the power. Watch the tyrants go down. Hang around and get more. Where the gang's finally in. Corrupt hands and shackles. No more pretend. Get more. Feel that Cuban heat. The people ain't playing. Taste the justice, sweet. Yeah. Deep state operators, globalist crew. Your offshore accounts froze, now the cage got a view. No more Davos dinners, no more beltway deals. Force-fed humility with every get more meal. You waterboarded, true buried descent in the dark. Now the people flip the script, left you with the mark. From the Clinton Foundation to the Biden schemes, Bush dynasties, Obama machine. Everybody on the team, lobbyists crying, congressmen on their knees. War pigs squealing as the wind whips through the trees. No haters, no lawyers, no endless appeals. One-way ticket, only tell me how that feels. Hang around and get more. One-way ticket, no return. Elites in orange jumpsuits. Now it's your turn. Barbed wire halo on the heads that wore the crown. People took the power. Watch the tyrants go down. You preached democracy while you stole the soul. Now the republic's breathing, digging your hole. No silk sheets, no Secret Service crew. Just razor wire sunsets and the truth hitting you. The people ain't playing. The rope got pulled tight. Getting those new guests arriving every night. So line them up from the swamp to the boardroom floor. Every traitor, every sellout walking through that door. No statute of limitations on the crimes you commit. The people woke up, now the bill's overdue legit. Hang around forever where the sun burns your lies. No more private islands, no more alibis. It's the great reverse of the day.
There are jihadists spreading around the world. Canada, Australia, the UK, Africa, America, and the flag that they wave is the same color as the horses in the book of Revelations. Pay attention to what God told us. Pay attention to what he was showing us, because he made it very clear. Evil is pervasive. It will not sit and just stay stagnant. The minute you open the door to it, it will seek to consume everything. And that's exactly what we are seeing. That's exactly how we get to tribulation. Because we open the door to evil, while at the same time turning away from God. People sit here and they curse Christianity, but they accept every other religion. They don't understand the spiritual. They don't care to know the truth. And because they do not love the truth, God will give them over to deception. And that deception looks like what you're seeing now. The acceptance of communism, the acceptance of jihadists, the acceptance of people who do not love our God into our government so that they can rule over us. America, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. While we accept a mayor who swore upon the Quran, he does not love our God, and many of them do not. But we are putting them in control of God's land. Pay attention. We are walking straight into tribulation, and this is how we get there. And many people will not realize until heads start to roll. But this is not a fear-mongering video. This is just to let you know how close we are to the Lord making a great move. Be ready to serve. Be ready to give your all for the Lord. Be ready to work for him. Be ready to witness for him. Because the time is coming soon, and we see it building up. Don't let anybody convince you that what's happening is not happening. Don't let anybody convince you that you're wrong for noticing what's happening. This is the truth, and the Bible is being played out right now. May the Lord bless us all, and may he strengthen us with wisdom, love, and obedience to his will, his ways, and his voice. God bless.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Yeah. Clock's ticking. Hear that? Get ready. Push that timeline, now the hands move fast. Truth rise forward while the lies don't last. Boots on the ground, hear the engines roar. Can't lock freedom behind one more door. Chains keep breaking, fear don't pay. Darkness always loses daylight's way. They built on threats, now the walls unfold. Guys, patriots standing brave and in control. The wind's done changed, can you feel that sound? A brand new sunrise rising from the ground. Get ready, the night's about to break. Get ready, every chain's gonna shake. Matrix unplugged, the curtain comes undone. Stand your ground, the morning's just begun. Peace and prosperity written in the sky. Get ready, this is our time. Hide underground, their echo keeps fading without a sound. War drums silent, the rhythm is gone. A brand new chapter is rolling on. No walks where the brave stand bold. Nothing can stop what is coming now. Truth don't bend and it don't bow. Raise your eyes, don't lose your nerve. Freedom's earned, it ain't deserved. Hold that line, keep your faith. Darkness runs when heaven speaks. One heartbeat, one nation, one land. Tomorrow's written only by God's hands. Get ready, feel the thunder roll. Get ready, freedom takes control. Matrix unplugged, let every blind eye see. EBS sounds, voices of liberty. Peace and prosperity from sea to shining shore. Get ready, we ain't backing down anymore. No more threats, they've lost that hold. Faith over fear, hearts of gold. The war drums faded, the silence is stunning. Nothing can stop what's coming. Get up, America! Get ready!
Trump just put warning signs on the sidewalk outside America's most visited history museum. Today, Trump signed an executive order directing the National Park Service to install temporary signage along the walkways leading to the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. The signs will tell visitors the exhibits contain inaccurate information and direct them to what the White House calls more accurate resources about America's history. The order follows a 162-page report released by Trump's Domestic Policy Council on July 4th titled Saving America's Story. The report accused the Smithsonian and its director, Anthea Hardig, of replacing historical education with extreme political activism and of viewing American history as a prime tool to advance ideas of social justice and radical transformation of society. The report recommended signs above every museum entrance reading warning. The exhibits in this museum were prepared by people who don't want you to love your country. Here is the constitutional reality behind why Trump went to the sidewalk instead of the museum itself. The Smithsonian Institution operates independently of the executive branch. Museum directors report to Secretary Lonnie Bunch, who answers to a board of regents. Trump cannot fire Hardig. He cannot unilaterally change exhibits. He cannot pull funding without an act of Congress. The Smithsonian's budget is set by appropriations. What he can control is the federal sidewalk out front, maintained by the National Park Service. So that is where the signs are going. Hardig pushed back during congressional hearings this week, telling lawmakers the White House report does not fairly or accurately characterize the full body of work at the museum. Democrats called it a political witch hunt. New legislation has been introduced to assert congressional authority over the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian declined to comment on the executive order. Trump is telling every tourist visiting America's National History Museum to get a second opinion before they walk through the door. Is the Smithsonian teaching Americans to love their country or teaching them to be ashamed of it?
Fuck Donald Trump. Well, they're starting to drop off the elderly veterans and the elderly people with Alzheimer's and people who can't take care of themselves at the homeless shelters. That has begun. The big beautiful bill, which cut all of those programs. MAGA, you dirty, rotten bastard motherfuckers, what have you done? I don't have to worry about that. Look at me. I'm good to go. I don't ever have to worry about those things. But I care about those people. I don't want them to be in homeless shelters. I want someone to take care of them. Those are people who work for our country, who fought for our country. But you dirty, no good, rat bastard motherfucker, MAGA cunts can kiss my fucking ass because you've done this, MAGA. Every elderly veteran and person that's in a shelter today and not being cared for like they need to be is on your motherfucking asses. It's on you. Every single one of them is on you because you wanted to make America fucked up again. You wanted to fuck up America with this piece of shit lying, child raping con fucking man, and who put this Mike Johnson motherfucker, this motherfucker, praise Jesus. Oh, mother, you are all so stupid. Jesus Christ, you're all so fucking stupid.
This lie beat us. Yeah, that's a lie beat us. Yeah. They saw a headline called The Gospel Truth. Never checked the facts, never searched for proof. Every screen's a preacher, every feed's a judge, trading honest questions for a manufactured grudge. By supper time, they're certain. By sunrise, they'll defend a story built on fragments they repeat again and again. Slow down, neighbor, take another look. Truth ain't always written in the loudest book. They caught a case of liar beat us, feeding on whatever flashes on the TV screen, sharing every rumor like they lived it firsthand, never asking questions, never trying to understand. Left against the right while the shouting never ends. When truth gets buried, nobody wins. America needs healing more than enemies. Don't let division become our disease. That's lie beat us. Yeah, every breaking story lights another fuse. Some folks sell the fear while the rest consume the news. Neighbors stop talking, families choose a side. Anger fills the streets where understanding used to reside. Power loves the people too distracted to unite, too busy throwing punches to demand what's truly right. Hold up, think before you hit share. Everybody certain, but was anybody there? Echoes get louder when the questions disappear. Truth don't grow stronger just because it's what you hear. Read it, check it, dig beneath the claim. Different facts can change the whole game. Don't let outrage become your identity. Freedom needs wisdom more than instant certainty. Stars and stripes were stitched with hope, not hate. We choose tomorrow every time we educate. Strong minds don't fear another point of view. A nation stays together when it chases what is true. Don't catch a case of liar beat us. Think for yourself before you choose what to believe. Question every story, every headline, every plea. Truth is worth the work if you wanna stay free. No matter who is talking, don't surrender your mind. Real freedom lives in the truth we strive to find. America's strongest when our people seek to see beyond the noise, beyond liar beat us. Turn the volume down, turn your mind back on. Truth doesn't fear questions, and freedom depends on them. This is America, where the bonfires burn and the pride burns bigger, where the flag flies high and the back roads roar, where we stand for ours and we'll stand some more. From farmland grit to that dirt road drum, we stand our ground, we don't break.
If I were Barack Obama, if I were Barack Obama, if I were the quiet saboteur of a once mighty republic, I wouldn't swing a sword. I'd twist a pen. I wouldn't burn America's house down. I'd rot it from the foundation up and call it progress. If I were Barack Obama, I'd poison the bloodstream of this nation with policies dressed as compassion, using guilt as a leash and fear as a muzzle. If I were Barack Obama, I'd turn the American dream into a bureaucratic nightmare, so suffocating that citizens beg for the very chains being locked on them. If I were Barack Obama, I'd fling the borders open, not out of mercy, but strategy. A nation drowning in chaos can't stand tall. A nation choking on crime has no strength left to resist. And a nation divided is a nation easily ruled. If I were Barack Obama, I'd weaponize language itself. Call weakness tolerance, call indoctrination education, call division equity, and call dissent hate speech. If I were Barack Obama, I'd hollow out the schools until children no longer know who they are, where they come from, or what truth even means. A generation without identity is a generation without resistance. If I were Barack Obama, I'd infiltrate the agencies, not to serve the people, but to target them. I'd turn justice into a political gun, aimed only at those who refuse to kneel. If I were Barack Obama, I'd smile on camera while stabbing American energy, American security, American sovereignty in the back, all with plausible deniability, all with polished rhetoric, and all with the media as my devoted choir. If I were Barack Obama, I'd pit neighbor against neighbor, race against race, citizen against citizen, until the land of the free became a land terrified to speak above a whisper. If I were Barack Obama, I'd pretend to care about the Constitution while ensuring it becomes a museum artifact, admired, quoted, but powerless. If I were Barack Obama, well, you'd watch liberty crumble, not with explosions, but with executive orders, not with tanks, but with talking points, not with force, but with deception. And the saddest part, if I were Barack Obama, I'd never need to confess it, because half the country would cheer while I did it. And now you know the rest of the story. Paul Harvey, good day.
They called it conspiracy. Now the receipts dropping. From the DNC basement to the border chaos. This one's for the forgotten Americans. It's treason. Oh, started with the dossier, Clinton campaign cash, DNC dirty tricks, feeding lies to the press in a flash. Obama knew the game, intel community on the take, crossfire hurricane, trying to break the candidate. Russia, hoax of the century. Wild real interference coming from across the sea. China flooding influence, Venezuela hacking machines, Cuba sending agents playing dirty in our scenes. They spied on the campaign league like a sieve, then flipped the script when the people dared to believe. 2020 in the shadows, mail-ins, late night drops, plan was hatched years prior. Connect the dots, it's treason, boys. What they did to the Republic, Russia collusion, lies straight from the DNC script. Obama in the room watching the plot thicken, then they hatched a steal for 2020, rigged me stricken. It's treason, open borders letting wolves inside, terrorists laughing while the taxpayers cry. China, Venezuela, Cuba pulling strings in the night, government and NGOs stealing in broad daylight. They sit smug in their ivory hall sipping fine wine, cause somewhere down the road we lost our balls this time. Yeah, open borders, treason, cartels running wild, terrorists walking in greeted with a smile, fentanyl flooding veins, kids dying in the street while NGOs cash checks, living high on the cheap, billions to migrants, hotels, planes in the sky, taxpayer money vanish, watch the totals fly, government grift, endless contracts to their friends, green energy scams, climate cash that never ends. They stole from the workers, the farmers, the vets, built the empires while we drown in regrets. Ivory tower elite smirking behind the glass, cause we traded our courage for comfort in the past. Maybe it's the whiskey talking or the fire in my chest, but this ain't leadership, this is selling out the best of what made us great. Borders, laws, and truth. Now the republic's bleeding from the lies of the uncool. Time to saddle up, rediscover looking away. The sleeping giant rising judgment day. Treason, boy, high crime against the nation. From the collusion hoax to the invasion station. Stolen elections, foreign hands in the pot. Money laundered through NGOs, connect every dot. They sit smug in their ivory halls, thinking we forgot. But the people rising now, ready to take a shot. Under these stars where the brave used to pray, we reclaim the republic starting today. It's treason, but the truth got boots on. If you ain't with us, you against us. Get some! It's treason. It's treason.
Says there are only two things in life that you worry about: whether you're healthy or whether you're sick. If you're healthy, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you're sick, you got two things to worry about: whether you're gonna get better, whether you're gonna get worse. You get better, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you get worse, you got two things to worry about: whether you're gonna live, whether you're gonna die. If you live, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you die, you got two things. Whether you're going to heaven, whether you're going to hell. If you go to heaven, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you go to hell, you got two things to worry about: original or extra crispy. That's the
We have thrived and flourished because our founders were great. Our cause was just, our people are brave, our culture is exceptional, and our destiny is written by God.
From the mountains to the coastline, from the heartland to the sea, every road tells a story of what it means to be free. Different names and different faces, different dreams beneath the sky, but every sunrise finds us standing with the same red, white, and pride. We've been tested by the fire, we've been bent but never broke. Hope is more than just a promise, it's the anthem that we wrote. We're one people, one heartbeat, standing strong on Freedom Street. Hand in hand we'll light the way, for tomorrow starts today. Every voice and every prayer, every burden that we share, when we stand those storms too strong. One people, one nation, one song. Grandpa's flag still flies on Sundays, Mama bows her head to pray. Children chase their dreams believing freedom still can find a way. Every sacrifice remembered, every hero's name lives on. Their courage built the bridge we're walking, now it's ours to carry on. Love is stronger than division, truth can outshine every lie. When we choose to stand together, even broken wings can fly. We're one people, one heartbeat, standing strong on Freedom Street. Hand in hand we'll light the way, for tomorrow starts today. Every voice and every prayer, every burden that we share, when we stand no storms too strong. One people, one nation, one song. Raise a flag a little higher, lift each other when we fall. The strength of this great nation has always been us all. No matter where our story started, we can write the next page right, united by our love of freedom. Together we shine brighter than the night. We're one people, one heartbeat, built on faith, we won't retreat. Every dream worth fighting for opens one more hopeful door. With every generation, we protect this blessed land. God bless America forever. One people, together we stand. One flag, flying in the wind. One friends.
The best is yet to come.
I wrote poetry on yellow pages, filled up notebooks through different stages, wrote songs nobody ever heard, locked away every single word, recorded tracks in a little room, just me, my thoughts, and a little truth. Never shared them with family, never let my friends hear me. Thought somebody else could do it better. Thought my dreams weren't worth the effort. It wasn't glory I was chasing. Music was my form of salvation. Then one night everything changed. Nothing's ever been the same. I wasn't meant to be famous, wasn't built for Hollywood lights, never wanted fortune or attention, never needed my name in lights. I was meant to carry a message for the broken, fighting through. And if one soul hears what heaven's saying, then this road was worth walking through. No sponsors pushing me forward, no $1 million avenue. If God's behind this mission, there's enough sponsor for me and you. About 10 years back while I was sleeping, something happened that I still believe in. He walked into my dreams one night, spoke with a power beyond my sight, gave me words I didn't understand, placed a calling in these hands, didn't question, didn't complain, just kept riding through the joy and pain. Then one late October evening, I heard my name and knew the meaning. Not everybody's gonna listen, but somebody's waiting for this mission. When the doubts began to rise, I remember what he said that night. I wasn't meant to be famous, wasn't built for Hollywood lights, never wanted fortune or attention, never needed my name in lights. I was meant to carry a message for the broken, fighting through. And if one soul hears what heaven's saying, then this road was worth walking through. No sponsors pushing me forward, no $1 million avenue. If God's behind this mission, that's enough sponsor for me and you. He said the ones who need to hear it will, just stand your ground and stay here still. Don't lose your faith when numbers fall. Don't judge your purpose by views at all. That mask ain't there to hide your shame. It keeps the focus off your face and name. The words are bigger than the man they came through. The spotlight never belonged to you. No 100,000 subscribers, no corporate check came through, but every door that needed opening opened when he wanted it to. I wasn't meant to be famous, sponsor for me and you. No label and no headlines, no crowd I have to prove it to. If heaven keeps providing, that's enough sponsor for me and you. So I'll keep writing these pages till the day my work is through. Never meant to be famous, just meant to reach a few. And if those few become a million, there still is work to do, because God's been my only sponsor from the day He saw me through.